We continue to honor our hospital heroes all week long here on 9 on Your Side. Today we're in New Bern, just outside CarolinaEast Medical Center. As we mentioned earlier, it's one of the first places to give out the COVID vaccine a couple of months ago here in Eastern North Carolina. But all week long we're saying thank you to our healthcare heroes, and one of them is with us now. Melinda Houston, a nurse. You're the ICU manager here at Carolina East. You've worked here 21 years. You told me earlier. I would assume that this last year, though, has been the most difficult.
Yeah, I came here as a brand new nurse. I was 23. I was the youngest person on my unit at the time. That is not the case anymore, but I love this hospital. It definitely shaped me into an exceptional nurse, and I think it's made me a really good leader for our nursing staff.
As a leader inside the hospital today, you have a lot of people who look up to you, but I would think it's a team effort to be able to take care of the patients in a time that is so difficult.
Yeah, we do keep our special isolation, our COVID population, separate from our clean ICU patients. We have to do that for patient safety, but we all jump in. We rotate staff through those special isolation assignments. It's not just nursing, it's respiratory, it is our EMS providers, our ED staff, every ancillary department in this hospital. Dietary takes full part of what we do every day for these patients. It takes every single one of us to make it work.
Here in New Bern, it's one of the great cities in North Carolina, so historic, and it seems to be a close-knit community. Have you gotten a lot of response from folks in the community just showing their support over the last year?
Oh yeah, I mean, we've had people send us meals and food. We've gotten cards. We get shout outs. Our volunteer services will be at the back with the Therapause dogs when we come in, New Bern Police Department, Craven County Sheriff's Department. I think everybody in our community is kind of binded together during this pandemic. I think we all care about each other. We love New Bern, we love Craven County, and I think we all just want to kind of get through this thing together.
It seems like we're getting closer, hopefully, to the end, and vaccines are a big part of that. If you could look, at someone who's watching our show tonight and they're hesitant about getting vaccinated, what would you say to them to make sure they get those shots?
I think the vaccines, honestly, number one, I think they're effective. I've been vaccinated myself. I had no side effects. I know people that have had positive COVID exposure and have not gotten COVID after receiving the vaccine. I think if we want to get back to a normal life, I think you need to listen to healthcare providers and nurses. We care about you, we care about our population, and we want to make sure that life gets back to normal. And honestly, we don't want to lose any more friends, family members. We don't want to see more people die. It's hard. It's hard for us. It's hard for these families, and we need to do whatever it takes to get back to normal.
I know it's been a difficult year. Melinda, thank you for your time today. Thank you and your staff for what you've done as well.
Thank you.
Our Hospital Hero series continues tomorrow as we move up Highway 70 to Kinston and check in at UNC Lenore Healthcare.